Hello and welcome to this channel. In this video we will learn how to install Docker and Docker Compose in our Ubuntu machine. So let's get started. So let me show you my system configuration. As you can see, this is my system configuration, and let's see if we have Docker installed already or not. As you can see, Docker command not found, that means Docker is not installed. And if you write Docker Compose, the same thing, Docker Compose is also not installed in our system. So let's follow the official documentation and see how is the process. So open your browser and type Docker installation Ubuntu. You will see one link will come, install Docker engine on Ubuntu. Just click on that. Now depending on your system, you may choose from the available list. Ours is Ubuntu, so we'll go with that. And currently I am running on Ubuntu 22.10. so let's follow this tutorial. So the first step is to uninstall old versions if you have. So as we have seen, we do not have any previous version of Docker installed, so we do not need to do that. Now we can come to this installation methods. So there are different ways you can install. So first is the Docker engine comes bundled with the Docker desktop for Linux. Okay, so if you open this in new tab, and this is the method wherein you will be installing a Docker desktop application in your system. So we will not be doing this one. So let's see what is the next method. So you can also set up and install Docker engine from Docker's apt repository. And third one is install it manually and manage upgrades manually. So let's see what we can do. So install using the repository. Okay, so let's follow this and see if we are able to install successfully using this or not. Okay, so step 1, update the apt package index and install the packages. So let us update our repository packages. Open your terminal, paste it, press enter, enter your password and press enter. So let's wait till it finishes. So it's done. Next step is apt-get install CA certificates, curl. These are the packages we will be needing. So let's copy that, paste it, enter, confirm it. This is also done. Now let's add the Docker's official GPG key. So let's create a new directory, paste. You can also do Ctrl+Shift+V. Now this is done. Now let's run this command, Ctrl+C, Ctrl+Shift+V, enter. Third step, use the following command to set up the repository. Okay, copy, paste, done. Now this is the step to install the Docker engine, but first we need to update our package repositories. Now in this you will see we have these many repositories available. Okay, so let's go with the next step. So it is saying receiving a GPG error when running this. So let us see if we are getting any errors. So as you can see, After running this command we did not get any errors, so we do not need to perform these steps. Next step is to, if you're getting the error like your default umask may be incorrectly configured, then you may need to run these two steps. Let's move forward. So there are two ways you can install. You can install the latest one, or you can give a specific version. So I will recommend you to install the latest one. So apt-get install will install docker ce, docker cli, container.io, docker compose plugin. So let's copy, paste, enter. So you can see this is not the correct command, we have forgot to copy n. So press upper arrow key and type n and enter. Now it will ask you to confirm, and it will also inform you it will download 111 MB of archive, but this may be different depending upon your system. So enter. Then next step is to verify that the Docker engine is installed successfully or not by running a hello world image from the Docker repository. Okay, so let's wait till it finishes, then we'll write this. So let's type this sudo docker run hello world. Okay, so let's press enter. So it is saying unable to find the image, so it will download the image from Docker repository and run that. So as you can see, we are seeing this message hello from Docker, and it is saying that our Docker installation is successful. So this is it for the Docker. Now let's see if anything else we need to do. You have now successfully installed and started Docker engine. The Docker user group exists but contains no user, which is why you are required to use sudo to run the Docker commands. To continue to this in the sense Linux post install to allow non-privileged users run Docker command. Basically what it is saying is, if you need to run Docker commands without this sudo and without entering passwords every time, we can perform additional steps. So let's do that. Right click, open in new tab. Okay, so manage Docker as a non-root user. Okay, so it will say first step is to create a Docker group. So since Docker group grants root privileges to the user, this is just a normal warning. So let's perform these steps quickly. Sudo group add Docker, this will add a Docker group. So as you can see, Docker group is already exist. The next step is to add our user to the Docker. So this is a special type of variable, you can say environment variable. So if you just say echo and paste this and enter, it will give us the username from which we have logged in. Okay, so either you can provide your name or you can just copy this command and paste it, so it will automatically take the logged in user. So let's do that. Now we need to log out and log back in so that our group membership is re-evaluated. Okay, you can also run the following command to activate the changes to the group. Okay, so let's do that. Done. Now we'll write the same command without the sudo prefix. So docker run hello world, let's type that, run. Let's see if we can run the command. So as you can see, we have successfully got this message hello from Docker. That means our setup is working properly. Now let's see what it is saying further. if you initially run docker cli command using sudo before adding your user to the docker group, you may see the following error. Okay, this error indicates that the permission setting for this directory are incorrect due to having used the sudo command earlier. Okay, to fix the problem, either remove this directory, it's recreated automatically, but any custom settings are lost. Okay, so change its ownership, this is the another way, or give the permission. So this you can perform if you getting this kind of error. Now let's move forward. Let's configure docker to start on boot with our systemd. So this is very simple. All you have to do is tell the systemctl command to enable the service whenever our system boots. So let's open our terminal, paste that systemctl enable docker service, provide the password. Okay, so next, this is another service that we need to provide and we need on the system boot, that is containerd. Okay, if you do not want these settings to be on the system boot, or you want to disable that, you can perform the following steps. So you just have to say disable and the service name, and it will be disabled from the boot. Okay, now I think this much is it. Let's see if docker compose is available or not. Docker compose, so we can see docker compose is not ready yet. So now let's do docker compose, or maybe in the next video. So yeah, so in the next video it will be better, I think. So see you guys in the next video with the docker compose. So thank you for watching and stay tuned.